Find the value of the product of A and B. Label points B and C. Join line B, C. Let O be the center of the larger yellow circumscribed circle and its radius be r. It implies that its area equals the product of pi and the square of r, which equals to 36 times pi. Take the square root of the equation and we have that the r equals to the square root of 36, which equals to 6 centimeters. Let r be the radius of the violet smallest inscribed circle, and its center be equals to g. It follows that its area equals the product of pi and the square of r, which equals to pi. Hence, the square of r equals 1. Take the square root of the equation. We have that r equals the square root of 1, which equals to 1 centimeter. Let y be the radius of the light green large inscribed circle, and its center be equals to k. It implies that the sum of 2 times y and 2 times small r equals 2 times the bigger r. Divide the equation by 2. Hence, the sum of y and the small r. It implies that y equals to bigger r minus small r. Substitute values. Y equals to 6 minus 1, which equals to 5 centimeters. Since the sum of line OK and line OC equals y, which equals to 5 centimeters, it follows that line OC equals to 4 centimeters. Consider triangle BOC. Line OC equals 4 centimeters, line BC equals A, and line BO equals R, which equals 6 centimeters. By Pythagoras' theorem, the square of R equals the sum of the square of line OC and the square of A. Substitute values and we have that the square of 6 equals the sum of the square of 4 and the square of A. It implies that the square of A equals 20. After simplification of substituted values, take the square root of the equation. Hence, A equals the square root of 20 in centimeters. Label points T, L and E. Join line K, T, line G, L and line G, E. This implies that G, L, T, E formed a rectangle as shown. Use Pythagoras' theorem. The square of line G, E equals the square of line K, G minus the square of line K, E, where line G, E equals B. Line K, E equals y minus r, which equals 4 centimeters. Since line E, T equals to line G, L, which equals to 1 centimeter. Also, line G, K equals the sum of y and small r, which equals to 6 centimeters. Substitute values and we have that the square of line G, E equals the square of 6 minus the square of 4, which equals to 20. Take the square root of the equation. It follows that line G, E equals the square root of 20, which equals the product of 2 and the square root of 5 in centimeters. But line G, E equals to B, which equals the product of 2 and the square root of 5. Also, recall that A equals to the product of 2 and the square root of 5. Therefore, the product A and B equals the product of 2 times the square root of 5 and 2 times the square root of 5, which equals to 20 square centimeters.